Hello, thanks for being here with me. It's Tiger Lilith Tarot, and we are going to be doing a new moon energy check for Aries placements. Sorry. Cleansing with some eucalyptus. We are just going to get kind of down and dirty with the tarot. I'm just going to pull cards and we're going to see what comes out, what kind of energies want to show themselves. We're going to look at energy that's coming in with the new moon. What kind of energy is coming in with the new moon? New moon is a great time to set intentions, kind of reevaluate. Right? The energy from the last moon phase is being cleared out and there's new energies coming in. It's a new moon in Libra. We are in Libra season. So your relationships could be highlighted. Libra is in the 7th house. House relationships, a card of justice, balance, balancing head and heart. So just going to see for the new moon for Aries. What is the new moon bringing Aries placements? All right. First card out, 5 of Swords. Okay, or 4 of Swords, pardon me. Some much needed rest, perhaps. Some sanctuary. Okay. 3 of Swords, from heartbreak, from grief. It's possible that you experienced a loss, experienced a death, and you weren't able to grieve it. Maybe COVID held you back from doing so. So we got, wow, okay, the 10 of Swords. Lots of mental energy here, lots of air energy. The 3 and 4 Swords are Libra cards. Libra is your sister sign, Aries, so that could be why there's so much thinking going on. Because Aries, you're a fire sign. Libra is an air sign. So they're a little more, in the head, whereas you are, right, the wands, passion, you have the soul. We have the 3 of Cups. Okay. Let's see, anything else? And the Sun. It feels like this, okay, so it feels like this new moon is bringing with it 2 very different energies. For some of you, this isn't for all, but for some of you I do, and I don't think this is for many at all, there's a select few, like you find out there was a third party involved in a relationship, possibly resulted in a child. That might be for someone watching. We have the 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, there's sadness. You're finally able to look back at the past. That's what I'm getting here. At something that didn't work with the 3 of Pentacles. You're mourning. Some of you are mourning the loss of a child, but others it's just mourning the loss of something that didn't work out, projects that didn't work out. Creations that did not go the way you wanted, almost like work projects that didn't get past the point of inception, or the first or second stage of the actual project, things that just got left behind. It feels like there's a moment of grief, or there's a moment to grieve, rather. Like this new moon is bringing with it this energy that's maybe going to allow you to be. Because while this is all mental energy, the 4 of Swords is rest. And there's a stained glass window here. It's supposed to represent it's in a church. That there's some sort of sanctuary to be found where he's resting. And the sword is right here. I always kind of see this card as, right, because it comes right after the 3 of Swords. I see these 3 swords as the swords in this heart. It's like they've been removed. He's hung them on the wall, but now he's learned his lesson such that he's protecting himself, right? It's like, this is my heartbreak and my pain, and I'm protecting myself from it. I'm resting. I'm learning the lessons from it almost. But it doesn't, honestly, it doesn't feel like learning lessons so much as just being allowed to grieve. Having being given, feels like the new moon is bringing with it the space and the time for you to grieve losses. Endings, permanent endings, it feels like, with the 10 of Swords. And then we have the 3 of Cups and the Sun. These feel like it feels like, again, like there's this other energy that the new moon is bringing with it of celebration, joy, possibly celebrating life, maybe a child coming into the world with the sun, something pure, something nude, naked, brand new. If you're of a culture or belief system that it's possible you're going to a funeral during this new moon phase, and for you, or a funeral, a celebration of life, a wake, a memorial, whichever you'd like to call it, it's some sort of mourning those that have left this physical world. If your culture does that in some sort of celebration, I could see that the Three of Cups and the Sun being that, like this, a progress of celebrating life in light of death. All right, let's take a look here. Let's get more information. Aries, what is this Four of Swords? What is this Four of Swords? Why rest? Two of Swords. Okay. So there's a decision that you need to make, the Two of Swords, and that's why this new moon is bringing with it rest. The Star. Children are coming out kind of over this spread here. It's possible you need to make a decision about a child. For some of you, if you're feeling very, very low, almost feels like for some of you, this is you making a decision to go on, to continue, to keep on living life with hope, with faith, with a sense of with a sense of guidance. I feel like some of you feel like giving up. It feels like. I don't think, don't do that. Let's see here. But yeah, you're resting because it's possible you were procrastinating on a decision with the Star card as well, and the Two Swords. You were procrastinating. You were holding yourself back from expansion, or... Okay, what's this Three of Swords? What is this? Interesting. Six of Wands. Okay. Take both of those. Six of Wands, the Lovers, and the Two of Coins with the Three of Swords. All right. So you definitely... this new moon is bringing with it a decision to make. I feel, Aries, like if you're overthinking something with all this mental energy here, it feels like there's a message here that's like whatever choice you make is you're going to be successful. You want success. I feel like you want victory when it comes to the decision you make, possibly in love with the Lovers here, but the Lovers is also a card of choices. We have the Two of Swords making a choice. We have the Two of Coins. I see this new moon bringing with it a lot of ability to self-reflect. Your sense of intuition could be very high right now as well. It's of twos here. The Star. For some of you, quite odd, this is a relationship. This is someone that you're choosing between two people. Someone possibly could have had an affair with the Six of Wands, the Lovers, Two of Coins, Three of Swords. It's possible that there was a person having victory with more than one person, and that's why the Three of Swords is here. Maybe you find out about something. This new moon brings with it some sort of information to you. The Page of Coins with the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Wow. You don't want... Okay. And the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Five of Wands, you, and the Page of Cups. You don't want someone's offer. There are offers. There's an offer coming in. This could be, Aquarius had a similar message with this Page of Coins here. With yours, it's flanked by the Ten of Swords, or the Ten of Swords, Page of Coins, Ten of Swords. There's something that's this new moon is bringing with it the ending of it feels like of an immature cycle. You're no longer going to have the option of being a student. It feels like you're being forced into a new like stage of life, a new stage of maturity. Maybe you're going to have more responsibilities, and that's why you're kind of, it's possible that Virgo season was like, oh, for some of you, like the last hurrah, whatever that means. For some of you, and I hate to keep saying this because it's not a pleasant topic, and I don't want to cause anybody duress or distress, but the Ten of Swords twice with the Page of Coins, for some of you, this was the loss of a child, or this was the loss of a younger energy, someone that had a lot of life left in this world. All right, let's see. The Three of Cups with the Hanged Man. And the Sun. Wow. Three of Cups with the Hangman and the Sun. You're waiting for... There's a delay. Okay, so there's been a delay in your happiness. There's been a delay in coming together with energies. There's been a delay in possibly you seeing a child. Even. With the Sun coming out twice, you haven't been able to bring energies together. I feel like that's changing with this new moon. I feel like you're going to be seeing people that you haven't seen in a while. Again, possibly since, the beginning of COVID, 2020. The Sun with the Tower. Okay. Something is being exposed in a huge way. The Sun with the Tower. And the Emperor and the King of Coins. Okay, so Aries, this is your energy here. And the King of Coins. These are two incredibly... I look at these as very masculine energies. Very sure of themselves. Very stable. Very sturdy. These are energies that do not budge. But they came with the Tower, which is chaos and the falling of a structure. The Emperor is the structure. A weird message. It's like the arrival of a child causes a structural break in something. This is a birth that's been, or if it's not a child, the birth of something, the Sun, some sort of brightness exposes. Feels like this King of Coins. Like there's shining the light on something. The new moon shines the light on something. It brings in this energy to shine the light on a particular situation that could be going on with your work. You could find out that your boss has been, I don't know, embezzling money. You could find out that your boss has been like cooking the books and shit. I guess that's practically embezzling money. Something I would do with money, wealth. It could, this could even be on like a grander scale. Like you find out that you've been paying too much in taxes. I don't know, but it feels like, because the Emperor is a structure, but it could also be an institution, right? Or like if you're in school, you could be getting money back from, maybe you paid too much tuition and you're getting money back from the school. Or you find out that you're owed money. You find out that something is owed to you, is what this feels like. And you do this through possibly investigation. Yeah, look at it. The Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. There's a truth that's coming out. Oh. Took an odd turn there at the end, didn't it? Okay, let's see. Anything else with this spread? I gotta say, Aries, of the new moon ones I've done so far, yours has been kind of the most kind of all over the place. But overall, I see this new moon bringing with it a definite ending with the Ten of Swords twice, possibly a need to choose with this energy here in the center. But again, I feel like whatever choice you make, I feel like what's happening, Aries, there is a similar energy here to Aquarius's reading. You could have Aquarius in your spread, in your chart. If not, you don't have to. But that reading was similar in the sense that we had two repeating cards in the center that were very much saying something is done. And it had to do with immaturity. I feel like I said, like you're kind of growing into the next phase of your life. This spread is as I went on with the spread, it feels much more, this spread feels much more symbolic than literal when it comes to events happening. When I was talking about the death and the mourning and the grieving, it could be that you are mourning and grieving your past, a life that you're giving up, if that makes sense. You could have, maybe you're becoming your own boss, and this was kind of like you just used up all your vacation time from a job that you've been in for 5 years, and you're taking off. Like it was like your last hurrah. I don't know that there was experience of an actual death. I almost feel like this is a personal death of sorts, even though I know the death card isn't out here, but it just feels that way, like you are shedding some sort of, you're not a student anymore. You're growing into a next phase of life. Again, whatever that phase, might be for you, whatever that looks like for you. All right, Aries, we are going to end this reading with messages from the tarot. These are tarot cards that have words at the bottom of them. You'll see when I pull. I've used them before in spreads, but we're just going to, again, see what comes out and get some advice and guidance from this new moon. Ten of Discs, establishment. The Hierophant. Perspective. It's traditionally the Hanged Man. Queen of Cups, intuition. Anything else? Five of Wands, Queen of Wands. Five of Wands, competition. Queen of Wands, vibrancy. Interesting. We have the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Sorrow. Yeah, there's definitely some sorrow when it comes to relationships, I feel. But this sorrow with the Six of Wands, you're going to be victorious about this. All right, so we have establishment, the Hierophant, perspective, intuition, competition, and vibrancy. I love that we have two queens coming out here. I feel like this is, it's going to be a chaotic time. And with all the twos coming out, your intuition does feel strong. I would trust your intuition at this time. I feel like these cards are really suggesting a mixture of patience, but also going after what you want with competition and vibrancy with the two Wands cards coming out, right? Queen of Wands is Aries energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Five of Wands is the Leo card. So we have the fire energy coming out here, going after what you want, but exercising patience at the same time. I feel like that's why we have the Hierophant, perspective, and intuition here. And then Ten of Discs, establishment. I feel like that is what's breaking with this Tower moment, or if not breaking, it doesn't have to be as dramatic as that, but there's something about an establishment that's being exposed. And I don't think it's anything negative. It's interesting because I'm really not seeing this Emperor card as you, Aries, even though it is your card. I'm seeing I'm honestly kind of seeing you as more of the sun here. Because I feel like you're the one that's doing the exposing. Because we start off with this energy over here, because we start off with you kind of knowing that there's a decision that you need to make. By the end, it's like you've made the decision, not by the end of the moon phase, just by this side of the spread. It's like you made the decision. It's been exposed, right? Because the Sun card is number 19 in the tarot, 1 and 9. Right? So 10 wants completion. But yeah, there's something about, I feel like you're the one that's doing the exposing. So I feel like that's almost why your energy is more over here. It feels like you're just kind of waiting something out. So, and it makes sense that that's why this moon phase brings with it both a sense of patience, but also passion, vibrancy, competition. It's interesting this card comes up. I feel like what it's saying is to not be afraid of competition. Not that you are, but because of this tower, because of this chaos, there might be some competition, especially at work. All right, Aries, this is what I have for you. I really hope this helped with the new moon. I hope it resonated with you. Let me know in the comments. Always have a great new moon.